Just a complete game from your team and led by a lot of players simply leading by example.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, physically they kind of took it to us in our building. And I think as you see Brady come out here and wasn't going to let that happen tonight, he led us wire to wire physically, obviously scored right early. And then Shabby was an absolute star on the back end, broke us out all night, had the puck. Both those guys really did some great things for us.
With the thought of your defensive zone play, was that a little bit more of a difference there? And if this makes any sense, spending more time in the offensive zone, did that help?
Yeah, for sure. I thought we had so much better legs than we did the other night. Timmy and Drake had great legs. Norris, Nick Paul, Connor Brown. I mean, all these guys I thought had really good legs. And then obviously Artie and Daddy. We were able to have the puck more. And when you have the puck more, you're fresher to play defense.
Just a quick thought on that line of Anisimov, Dadnoff, and Formanton. I'm not sure how much time you spent thinking about putting that trio together. Maybe more out of necessity than anything else, but you got what you wanted, obviously.
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously Artie's a very good playmaker, and him and Daddy seem to have some chemistry there, and that worked out tonight for us. And Formy's the worker. He goes and hounds pucks down for him, so they were the difference tonight.
Bruce Garriock, Post Media.
DJ, Anton Forsberg gets the win. It's been a year for him since he got a win. How'd you feel about him tonight?
He's a battler. He gave us every chance, especially early on, and they scored that power play goal, but they could have had a couple more. He made great saves. They played the puck well. The kid's really focused, and you got to be happy for him. He battled for us in there.
And did you think the thing you liked the most, DJ, was the way you responded when they scored? And they did score that one late to pull within a goal in the second period.
Well, for sure. Earlier in the year, that game's going to overtime probably. There would have been panic, and there was no panic on the bench. The guys just seem so much calmer. They're looking to make plays. They're holding on to pucks, and that was great to see.
Marc Brassard, Loudois. Okay, Mark's mic isn't working. We'll go to Ian Mendes at The Athletic for the final one today.
Yeah, DJ, I've got three questions for you, if that's okay. As you look at your lineup tonight, it looked like maybe your most balanced attack. I don't think you had a defenseman play under 15 minutes. I don't think you had a forward under 10 minutes. Is that the ideal deployment for you? And it really felt like you had everybody going tonight.
For sure, you can go 100 miles an hour when you get the right amount of minutes. I think the conditioning of Coburn on the back end and Goodbranson or Weather Brown's in there. These guys are able to play against anyone in the league. These are defensive, guys in the league that can keep people off the goalie. So, credit to the back end tonight. I thought they were all really good. The puck movers, the defenders, they were really good. And then up front, obviously, rolling four lines is ideal.
Your penalty kill was really good. You gave up the early power play goal. What made your penalty kill really effective tonight after that first attempt for the Habs?
Well, there's a combination of guys. I mean, obviously, Zaitsev's an elite penalty killer, but then you got, a lot of guys that are penalty killers. You've got Branson, you've got Kobe, you've got Zub, Mike Riley's done a nice job. And then up front, we've got a lot more speed with Formanton, Nick Paul, Connor Brown, these guys. And you got Tierney and Bish doing a little bit there, but there's a lot more speed, and they're all penalty killers.
And my last question for you, I know you've talked about you didn't really want Brady Tkachuk fighting, but it really seemed to fire up your crew tonight. What's going through your mind on the bench when you see him taking on somebody as physically as imposing as Shea Weber?
Well, obviously we want him playing, but they want Shea Weber playing. He might be their most valuable player as well. So, not that it's a trade-off, but, we don't want Brady having stage fights and fighting guys that, it doesn't mean anything. That means something to our team when it's a leader against a leader. And, and he's not going to be pushed around. I don't think Brady's ever going to be pushed around, but, those are fights that just happen. We certainly don't want stage fights for him, but sometimes it's going to happen. They're both physical guys, and it just happened.